guys, it's Meredith. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my first holiday look of the season with you guys. So if you'll stick around, I'll show you how I got this look with my new beautiful Tarteist Pro eyeshadow palette. Isn't she so pretty? So hang in there guys, and I'm gonna get into the video. Now I'm first going to be priming my face. I'm going to just use any old primer. That will do. Just gonna be putting this all over my face. Okay, so now that my face is primed, I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation in the color Shell. This little guy right here, it's fabulous. So this is what it looks like. I really do love this foundation. It's one of my favorites. So I'm just gonna go in, swipe this on my face. This is an awesome foundation. It gives amazing coverage, but you don't look at all like you have foundation on. Thus the name Vanish. Named this product really well. So now I'm going to go in with a foundation brush. I'm going in with my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I've used this in multiple videos. Okay, so now that I've gone and blended out my Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, I'm going to go back over it with my wet beauty blender and just make sure that's really good and pressed into my skin. I'm going to be doing a little bit of color correcting under my eyes and then just where I feel like I need it. So I'm going to be going in with my my Makeup Revolution color correcting palette. I have used this palette a ton. I'm going to be going in with my peachy tones to cover up some dark circles. So now that I did my color correcting under my eyes to brighten up my eye area, I am going to be adding concealer to certain areas of my face to be brightening my face up. And to do that, I am going to be using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's this right here in the color Light 1, also known as Chantilly, right here. Okay, now I'm just going to be blending that part out. Okay, so now that I have brightened up areas of my face or highlighted areas of my face, I'm going to set my under eye area with my NYX HD Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder, and I'm going to go directly into the pot with my damp beauty blender and apply it straight to my under eye area to just make sure that area is really set and I don't get any creases in my under eye area. And I'm just setting my under eye area, not my entire face or even the other areas where I put the NARS concealer, because I'm not done doing cream on my face. You end up with a cakey look when you layer creams on top of powders. So when you're doing any type of face makeup, you want to do your creams first and then set everything with powder. You never want to go back over your powder with creams because that's what gives you a really cakey, thick look. So now I'm going to go and contour certain parts of my face with a cream contour, and I'm going to be using this Hard Candy Highlight and Contour Face Duo Stick in Light, and it is duo ended, so one side is your contour color, and if you flip it around, the other side is the highlight color. Now I'm going to go in with the contour side and just contour out my face. Okay, so now that I'm done cream contouring and highlighting my entire face, I am going to go over those areas where I highlighted and contoured with my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. This is like the coolest looking palette. I just like love how, just think it's so cool looking. And the writing's like raised on it. Good job, Kat. I'm gonna go into this color right here to go over the areas that I contoured to set them and also just give myself a little bit more contour definition. So cute right now. I'm so cute right now. So I didn't blend this out because I kind of wanted you guys to see where my contouring goes. So I put a little bit under my jaw, down the sides of my cheeks, and I put it on my temples. I didn't go all the way across. I have a really small forehead, so I'm not really super huge into like needing to contour my forehead. I really just contour so my face doesn't look flat. and just to give myself more color since I am so fair. So now I'm gonna go and blend out my contour with my Real Techniques brush. I'm just going back in this Kat Von D contour color underneath my lip area and then on the parts of my nose that I contoured to set those areas and just deepen the color a little bit. High school contouring didn't exist, and like now you got 12-year-olds walking around with like J-Lo faces. Like those little 12-year-olds didn't have to go through the awkward junior high / high school stage I did. Like they're 25. Like that's not fair that they get to skip the awkward stage. It just ain't right. So now I'm going to be highlighting up the areas with a light powder from this Kat Von D contour and highlight palette, and I'm going to be going in with this color right here. It's the color Lyric, and it's like a banana colored powder. I'm gonna open something new in today's video. Ready? It's the new Tarteist Pro palette. Just coming fresh out of the box. Here she is. Oh, you're so pretty. 2 minutes in 1 video. So to do my eyes, I'm going to first go on my lid, even though I already kind of set them with foundation and powder. I'm gonna go over them with my Benefit Stay Don't Stray. This is a little sample I have. I love this stuff. It is great. And so I'm just gonna put this straight onto my lid. I'm going to go into my Tarte palette that I showed you guys. I'm gonna go in with my IT brushes, and I'm going in with my Airbrush crease brush. It's this one right here. It's just a fluffy brush. It's pretty dense. And I'm going to go into the color Whimsy, which is this color right here. It is almost like a terracotta red colored brown. I'm gonna go into the color Mod next. It's this color right here. This is a very, in the palette, it looks very purpley pinkish, and that's pretty close. It's a very like deep purpley pink color. It's this color right here on my finger. I'm going to go into my eyelid area and lay down this color Classic. It's this really white color right here. I'll swatch it for you on my finger so you can see what it looks like. It's that one right there. I'm gonna go in just with a shader brush right here and lay that color down on my lid. Okay, so now that my eyes are blended out really nicely, I'm going to go in with the shimmer, and I'm going to be using the color Glam that's in this palette, and it's this one right here. And I'm gonna swatch that for you on my finger so you can see what it looks like. It's just a very true champagne-y gold color. So I want that shimmer to be a little bit more shimmery, so I'm actually going to go and wet my shader brush, and I'm just going to go and pick up that color and see if it gives me a little bit more of an intense shimmer from the brush being wet. That made this eyeshadow definitely look more of a foiled eyeshadow, and so I'm really liking the way that this looks better with wetting my shader brush before applying the shadow. So I think I want this eye look to stay more of a subtle holiday look. I don't think I'm gonna go like full out like black winged liner. So to keep it more soft and romantic looking, I'm going to go in with my STILA Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in the color Damsel, and this is a dark brown color. This is it right here, and I'm going to be lining my upper lash line with this. I'm not really going to give myself too much of a wing. I might bring it out just a smidge, and then I'm going to kind of go over it with this little smudge brush to smudge out the line to keep more of a soft effect to my eyes. I'm going to line my bottom lash line with that same Stila brush. I'm going to go very light-handed with this and probably smudge it out a lot. I'm going to go in my inner waterline on my bottom lash line, and you can either use a nude color for this, which this is a Wet n Wild Kohl liner, and this is the Killer Calling Your Buff. And then I think I'm gonna go in with a white liner though. I'm so fair, I sometimes feel like this doesn't do enough for my inner waterline, so I'm going to go in with my, again, Stila waterproof eyeliner, but this is in the color Alpine and it is a true white. I am going to add a little bit of eyeshadow color down on my lower lash line. I'm gonna go into my Tarte Whimsy and Mod color and just add both of those colors mixed together to my lower lash line, kind of stopping where the color of my eye starts. So I'm going to be putting the color where the color of my eye starts and going to the outer corners of my eye. So I'm going to be filling in my brows with my Benefit Instant Brow Pencil in the color medium. I've used this in multiple videos, and I'm just going to be filling in my brows. So now that my brows are done, I'm going to go over them with my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel to make them be really permanent and set in place. So now I'm going to go and put the color underneath my brow now that my brows are done, and I'm going to go in with that same classic color from the Tarteist Pro palette with just a fluffy brush. I'm going to go in with some mascara, DIOR Iconic mascara, and it's this right here. And to give myself a little bit of shimmer on the inner corner of my eye, I'm going in with this NYX Ultra Pearl Mania. It's in the color Nude Pearl, and it looks like this. And it's really super shimmery, so I'm just putting it on the end of my finger and going directly into my tear duct area. I'm also going to take this down the bridge of my nose with my finger and then put it on the tip of my nose, on my Cupid's bow, and then maybe a little bit on my brow bone right here underneath the arch of my eyebrow. So I ended up going in with this Real Techniques shading brush, and I put a little bit of that NYX pearlized powder on the back of my hand. You can see it here, and then wet this brush, dipped it in it, and then that's what I was going onto the bridge of my nose, the Cupid's bow, underneath my brow, and obviously the inner corner. I'm going to go in with this fluffy IT Cosmetics brush, the airbrush powder brush. It's this brush right here, and I'm going to be using this NARS blush. This is the color Gulu, I believe is how you pronounce that. Just going to be picking this up with my brush and placing this on the apples of my cheeks. So that gave me a little bit of color. So now for my highlight, I'm going to use that same NYX Ultra Pearl Mania really shimmery powder I used for my inner tear duct and Cupid's bow and all that stuff. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques setting brush right here to be doing that. And I'm just gonna go into that color. I'm just going to put it right here on the highest point of my face. And then I'm also putting some up above the arch of my brow. I'm gonna be doing my lips now that the rest of my face is done, and I'm going to go in with this NYX Jewel retractable lip liner right here. So I finished lining my lips, so now I'm going to go over them with this Wet n Wild lipstick in Dark Wine, this color right here. Okay, so I finished up my lips, and that means I'm done with this holiday look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.